motivational drive-by. Take 2. Still at Space Taste Gallery, Elgin. Link is down below here. Rigidity. How to lose it. Why to lose it. Why you should lose it. How many people you know that are so rigid, so predictable? I mean, oh my God, they're predictable. Every single day, you know exactly what they're going to say, what they're going to do. You know, they get out of bed on the same side. They go, you know, they go down, they put on their robe. I mean, boom, they have these, they're in this rut. They got that rut down to a science. And if you're that person, oh, I feel so sorry for you. But I know many people who do that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it is. It's always a bad thing because there's no growth. They, you know, watch the video about perfectionism. There's no growth. Perfectionists don't grow. Perfectionists stay the same all the time. There's no growth, no change, no growing. Growing is gigantically important. So if you have rigidity, then you're tragically boring and awful, probably, and people make fun of you behind your back, and it's just no fun, and you're no fun to be with. But you like crazy people like me because we make you smile because you think, God, this guy's silly. Which is true, I'm absolutely silly. But then again, I choose to be, and I choose to be the way I am, and I've worked very hard at being who I am. And for a short period of time, I pretended to be normal. And that's a whole story. That's a whole movie. That's a movie thing. Ooh, very dark all of a sudden. That's kind of fun. I'm going to show you the cocoa tree. It's going to be over my shoulder in a second. And there it is, the official cocoa tree. Anyway, the whole rigidity thing, I pretended to be, you know, normal for many, many years, and it just doesn't work. But it has to do with rigidity, it has to do with consistency, and to a certain point that's okay, but you have to mix it up. You have to do something different. You have to try new things. You have to do new, you know, try new avenues. You know, don't always eat at the same restaurant. Don't always eat the same thing you always eat at the same restaurant every time you go and eat at the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? People are like that. They get locked in. It's the whole rut thing. Lose the rigidity. Try, you know, and it's a minor kind of thing. You start out small. Like, instead of ordering the greasy, nasty appetizer, you have a dessert as opposed to the appetizer, because you never really have room for the dessert. So you start out with the appetizer, and maybe you share it with your girlfriend, your wife, whoever, your husband, whoever you're with at the point, and you share it. So you have an appetizer as opposed to, you know, you have a dessert for the appetizer as opposed to a greasy, nasty appetizer, which fills you up and then it's bad anyway, because you're going to take home some of your dinner anyway, so you might as well take it home because you've had this amazing dessert. Okay, that's a step toward losing your rigidity. I just noticed, I'm going to look up at the ceiling, you see some of the kites. There's all kinds of kites and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, anyway, back to rigidity. And doing this, like I said, you know, I'm out of the car I'll be out of the car for a couple months because I do a bunch of these at one time, so you get the idea. And in a few minutes, then probably the next couple will be with people, so. But I'm trying to get warmed up. So, rigidity, losing it. You don't want to always be the same person. You don't always want to do the same thing. You don't always want to, you know, put your right shoe on first, your left shoe on second. You know, my socks don't match, ever. And people ask me why, and I say, well, my right foot doesn't match my left foot, so why should my right sock match my left sock? And they kind of look at me kind of strangely initially, and then the logic is pretty simple. You know, my right shoe is not the same as my left shoe, and my right foot's not the same as my left foot, so why should my socks? So, yeah. So ponder that, think about that, lose your rigidity, leave messages down below. And once again, don't forget, we're at Space Taste Galleries at downtown Elgin. Link is right down there. Right there, okay? More later. Coco, out.